Let's take a look at least common multiples and greatest common factors. I will tell you that the terms can be a little misleading, and I'll show you why. So let's start with least common multiple. The key here is multiple. We are looking for a number that both 20 and 6 go into evenly. Kind of like when you're looking for a common denominator. So if you needed to make a common denominator out of 20 and 6, what would you do? One of the easiest ways to do these is make it visual. Start with 20 and then go up by 20, 20, 40, 60, 80. And then do the same thing with 6. Go up by 6s. 6, 12, 18, 24. You had a brain freeze there. 30, 36, 42, 48, 54, 60. Oh, wait. 60, 60. 60 is going to be your least common multiple. It is the lowest number that both 20 and 6 go into evenly. And the reason why I say this is kind of a misnomer, you could get rid of the word least, and you're looking for the multiple. You're looking for the number that these two multiply into easily and evenly. All right, let's try 12 and 15. What number do both 12 and 15 go into evenly? And we can do the same thing again. We can say 12, 24, 36, 48, 60, 72. And then we can try 15. 15, 30, 45, 60. Oh, there it is again. Interesting that they both happen to be 60. All right. So our least common multiple for 12 and 15 is 60. And then we've got 3 and 2. What is the lowest number that both 3 and 2 go into evenly? When numbers are small like this, think about if you had 1/3 plus 1/2, and you've got to come up with a common denominator. Sometimes the easiest thing to do is take the two numbers and multiply them. So this one would be 2 times 3 is 6, which is correct, because you know absolutely that the two numbers are going to go into a number that they both multiply. You know, if you multiply 3 and 2 and get 6, 3 is going to go into it, and 2 is going to go into it. So let's try greatest common factor. Now, with greatest common factor, remember, factoring is breaking down numbers. And so thinking about that, looking at 5 and 8, what is the lowest number that would go into 5 and 8? We're not looking for a multiple. We're not going up, we're going down. So the number is going to be smaller than 8. It's probably going to be smaller than 5. Absolutely, it's going to be smaller than 5. The only number that I can think of that would go into 5 would be 1 or 5. 5 does not go into 8. Then the only numbers that go into 8 would be 1 and 8. 8 doesn't work for either one. 2 and 4, and that 2 and 4 doesn't work for both. So our greatest common factor is 1. I've got dog hair on my page. So 5 and 8, greatest common factor is 1. And again, it's almost, you could almost get rid of greatest, because greatest makes you think you're going to go up. But the key is factor. You're going to break it down. So the only number that goes evenly into 5 and 8 as a factor, as a breakdown, is 1. Now let's try 3 and 30. What is the smallest number that goes into both of these numbers? And we know it's not 1 for this one because we've got 3's in both. That's going to be our greatest common factor is 3. Because 3 times 1 is 3, and 3 times 10 is 30. So 3 is going to be our greatest common factor. And then we've got 15 and 40. So you're looking for numbers that are lower than these two, but go into both evenly. And sometimes it helps to just kind of break them down. 1 and 15, but we know 15 doesn't go into 40, so that's not going to work. 3 and 5. 3 doesn't go into 40, but 5 does. So our greatest common factor is going to be 5, because 5 times 3 is 15, and 5 times 8 is 40.